welcome. It's LaShanda here, aka Sister Sense. Thanks for catching me live and also for checking out the replay. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Allison. Hi, Leslie. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Kanika. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon if you're watching the replays. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Hey, Toy Chorus Blue. It's been a minute since I've seen you, sweetie. Hi, Ayoka. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. All my sweeties are here. Welcome, welcome. So listen, guys, it's day 17 inside of my 21 days, sharing 21 amazing ways that you can monetize now. Welcome, welcome. Just finished watching the replay from earlier. Awesome. Good. So I am here. Oh, awesome. You guys are tweeting this out to your followers. Thank you, Allison, for sharing this. Whether you're watching live or via the replays, we're talking about monetization for entrepreneurs, but also just for real people looking to do real things as far as bringing in extra funds into their day-to-day, their lives. So if you're new to me, hello, I am LaShanda Henry, aka Sister Sense. You're like, who's this chick? Why did they tell me to come follow her? I'm a web designer. I have been building websites for 16 years now. This year makes my sweet 16 being online. I mentor entrepreneurs. I talk a lot about how to use the information that's in your brain to create online courses and information products. And I am jumping on here. I feel like I'm like this, y'all. I'm jumping on here for 21 days. This is day 17, so that I can share some smart ways that you can monetize now. So yesterday we talked about homemade goods, crafty creations, really using these two hands right here and figuring out how you can monetize. Before that, we talked about how you can really take your phone and your phone that you're doing your Candy Crush, Pokemon Go, watching Netflix. Take this phone and start creating some kick-ass content on your phone that you can repurpose and sell. So today I'm going to talk about how to make extra money, especially on the weekend when, you know, you've got extra free time, and outside of having fun with friends and family, how can you utilize your weekend to bring in some extra money? So as you can see here, it's in my lock. I rocked the vote today. We went and did some early voting. So just a side note, I encourage y'all to go out and those people who you know who are like, I ain't going to vote. I don't want either one of them. Tell them to go and vote for the most qualified candidate, please. So we can make some things happen. But today, voting aside, I want to talk about how you can really bring in some extra funds into your business, okay? So as I go into the conversation, I want to start off by talking about now money versus later money. When I say that, I mean there are some people who are looking to generate extra money, and they can do that via affiliate marketing. So I've talked about in a few of my previous sessions on how you can OPP, sell other people's products, and one strategic way to do that is via affiliate marketing. Oh yes, thank you. I forgot to say drop fire into the comment box, right? Because I'm all about that fire and focus. So thank you for dropping those in there. So that's usually affiliate money is later money, because you got to promote the content and wait 30 days or 60 days for that particular affiliate to send you money. Now money is money that you can bring in right now, whether it's today, whether it's this week, whether it's this month. It's money that you can have people pay you directly or online, so that you're like, okay, good, I've brought in some extra money and new money, fresh money into whatever it is that I'm doing. So today I'm going to talk about extra money that's not necessarily connected to your business, but just as a smart spender, smart shopper, savvy person looking to bring in some extra funds into your home, how you can do that, okay? So hopefully you guys are excited. I see Pink is tapping on them hearts real hard. Thank you. Y'all need to help Pink out. I need to see some blues and some greens and some yellows and some purples. Tap, 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 tap. Thank you, sweeties. So, okay. I have this strategy, and it's called CleanUp and cash in. Literally meaning clean up the house, get rid of the things that I don't need, and strategically cash in on that, okay? So I'm going to share that particular strategy with you, and I've got a few other ones that I'll talk about today, but we're going to start with that one in particular. By the way, guys, it literally 6 days left, because this whole series of me jumping on here and sharing smart ways that you can monetize is inspired by my Back to Business virtual conference happening this coming Thursday. Virtual meaning you can access us wherever you are, doing whatever you're doing, listening in. Our topic is Monetize Now. I've got 12 amazing speakers talking about how you can really get to that 6 and 7 figure level monetizing and jump starting your business, whatever your particular business is. I've got some amazing ladies with their own specialties on books and branding and online courses and blogging and all that good stuff over at backtobusiness.me. So I said, well, I'm counting down to B2B. I'm here with you guys sharing my own personal monetization methods. So again, what we're going to start off with is cashing in by cleaning up. And I'm going to start sharing a few of those strategies that I have used, okay? Now, the first thing, I'm sure that everybody is familiar with the traditional yard sale, right? I don't need to even go into yard sales, but I want to talk about some alternative to yard sales that you may be interested in, okay? I'm not necessarily a yard sale girl, even though I've got this big, beautiful lawn that I could definitely do some awesome things. You know, besides the backyard, I've got this huge lawn, but I love to do things strategically. So here are a few places that you need to look for locally where you can start to clean up the stuff that you've got too much of, don't need anymore, and cash in, okay? Number one, consignment stores. Has anybody ever gone to a consignment store and sold products? When I was in New York, when I was in Brooklyn, I used to self-publish my children's books and then take them to local businesses. And consignment basically meaning that we would split the profit. So they've got a brick and mortar. They put my book in their brick and mortar. Then when sales are made, I get some, they get some, and everybody's happy. Now, I know about them. Awesome. Good, good, good. For those of you who don't know about consignment stores, they are amazing. And you probably would be surprised to know that you might have a few consignment stores in your area where you can generate revenue from selling your gently used products. We've got one that's not very far from me. I think it's Once Upon a Child, where you can bring in your kids' clothes. How many of y'all got clothes from like the beginning of time, from the conception to today, your kids, that you're like, you know, if I could just get rid of these doggone clothes. There are lots of kids' clothing consignment stores, and they will take the toys, they will take everything, especially when it's getting winter time and people need toys because they want to buy stuff. It's Christmas, but they're trying to buy stuff on a budget. A lot of times people will go to consignment stores for used stuff because it's cheaper for them, okay? So again, anybody have any used clothes? Definitely go on to Google. You want to go to google.com and you want to search your location. You can put in used, gently used. You can put in consignment store. You can put in your area, your city, your town, and see what comes up, because there may be some stores that you're not aware of, okay? And also, in addition to consignment stores, so right now we're talking about alternatives to you taking all your stuff and putting it out on the lawn and doing a yard sale. Like, we're talking about alternatives to doing that. Another thing that you can look at in your area are thrift stores, okay? Consignment stores and thrift stores, really, really strategic as far as you taking what you don't need any longer and repurposing it, reselling it so you can bring in some cash, right? Right now, for those of you who are jumping on, we are talking about how you can cash in by cleaning up, how to make some extra money outside of that new money that you can make in your business, make some extra money that you can bring into your home, okay? And this is something that even the non-entrepreneur can do. Anybody who's looking to bring in some extra money can do this, right? So Google consignment stores or thrift stores. We've got one in our area, Trade It's, and you can bring in everything: your electronics, your clothes, your toys, your tools, whatever you have, you can bring it into Trade It's, and they will assess the value of that particular item and then give you funds for it, right? You know, we've got the yard sales and we've got the pawn shops and all that stuff, but Outside of those, you can search for consignment stores, and you can also search for thrift stores in your area where you can, number one, sell goods, but number two, you can also buy goods as well. So not just taking it from the perspective of bringing in extra money, but taking it from the perspective of creating your own little entrepreneurial hustle. Go to the consignment stores, go to the thrift stores, and buy products that you can then go and sell online, right? So has anybody ever done that? Has anybody ever sold their products or their used stuff that they no longer wanted online? I've done it before. I have, many laptops. So over time, I have too many things that I don't need anymore. So from time to time, I've gone on to eBay.com, right? Exactly. Somebody said eBay, jumped on right. Hey, Artistia, what's up, sweetie? Welcome, welcome. Some of you guys said yes. Some of you guys said no. But number one, I said to you, look locally. Right? Look locally, because literally, if you can clean up this weekend, you can go to your local consignment stores or thrift stores. Somebody says Poshmark. Is that a place that you can shop online? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one, Poshmark. Maybe I should write it down. I can't. I don't have my pen, but Poshmark, okay. I'm very familiar with, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with eBay, and so I've gone on there and like printers and computers and laptops, things like that, I've gone and sold on that particular platform. It's an app. Okay, awesome. So look at that. Somebody recommended an alternative to eBay. You can also take a look at an app called Poshmark where you can go and sell your stuff online. Now, as you guys know, I'm doing this. This is day 17 inside of my 17 days. This is day 17 inside of my 21 days of sharing 21 amazing ways that you can monetize. And for every day that I am here on Periscope with you, I have webinars that have extended information on what you can do with respect to each of these strategies. So in the webinar that I have done for this particular day, you can register to get access to those over at backtobusiness.me for the full virtual plus these masterclass webinars as bonuses for day 17, strategy 17. I talk about some of my own personal alternatives to online stores like eBay, and somebody recommended here Poshmark, that their app, so you can take a look at them as well. But before I get into other web tools and apps, I definitely want to share some more with you guys in the webinar. Let's talk about some other things that you can do as well. Okay, so remember, backtobusiness.me, you can register there if you haven't already done so, and use the code IMN in all caps. In all caps, no spaces, I am in. Because you're watching me here on Periscope, you can use that code I am in to get a discount off of registration. So let me tell you guys about one of my favorite mommy strategies, okay? One of my favorite mommy strategies. And that is to really take a look in the closet and repurpose what I don't need. Okay, so I did this, and this is a strategy that, I kind of came up because I'm with one of these people who I never get rid of my receipts. Like, some people are like, no, I don't need the receipt. Some people grab it and then they throw it on the floor. Like, I'm this hoarder where, like, my pocketbook is, like, super big because I've got 5,000 receipts in there. Anybody crazy like that? Where you never throw away a receipt. Like, I throw away receipts, like, maybe every 3 or 4 months later, okay? So I want to say, because now I'm an iOS girl, it's all about the iPads and the iPhones, but I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, before I got my first iPad, I wanted to get a tablet device, and I was so happy because Amazon came out with the Kindle, and the Kindle was super cheaper than the iPad. I was like, I could do 100. I can't do, like, 600 at the time anyway. So I said, okay, but I want this Kindle. I want this to be like my holiday gift to myself. And I'm like, but Mommy, there are so many other things that you're supposed to buy. You know that, right? You that feeling as a mommy, if there is extra money, it needs to go to the babies. My son, he's a November baby. So his birthday is like his birthday, then his aunt's birthday, then Christmas, and it's like boom, 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 right? So I said, okay, how am I going to get this Kindle without breaking the bank or tapping into funds that I would use for other things? So what Mommy did was Mommy went into her closet and she said, okay, do I really need this dress? Do I really need it? Do I really need these shoes that I bought because I went and said, ooh, this is great, right? Team November babies, right? Somebody just registered. Welcome to those of you who are registering for backtobusiness.me. I don't know if it's somebody on the scope, right? But welcome, welcome. So I essentially looked at it. Well, awesome, 11/8. My son is 11/18, so y'all are connected. I looked at it and said, you know what? Sometimes I go and I shop and I impulse buy, like real talk. Anybody else impulse buy sometimes? Okay, I know she doing something. Anybody else? Somebody said yes, me too. Okay, so honestly, sometimes when you're looking for extra funds, you can literally find them in your closet if you go and reflect on that bag, that dress, them shoes, and you say, do I really need this? So literally, within maybe 30 minutes, I picked up a few things in my closet that I had recently bought, but said, you know what, I really don't need these, so I just returned them and then reused that money and got my Kindle. So that's like a random side thing outside of me talking about consignment stores and selling on eBay. Again, today's monetization isn't necessarily about, you know, how you as an entrepreneur can sell something specific. It's more so about making extra money, especially on the weekends. And one of the smartest ways you can do that is by going into your closet, cleaning up, and cashing in. So for those of you out there who, like myself, hold on to those receipts a little bit longer than you should, you just might. If you're looking for some extra money right now, real talk, you just might be able to go up in that closet and see a few things that you really don't need, and you can take that revenue and repurpose in smart ways, whether it's something that you need for yourself or for your business, or if you need advertising, you need products, you can say, ooh, I got this. You know, one of the ladies in my circle, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I shared that I've got so many multiple copies of books I can sell. Listen, you know, copies, you've got one book, but you've got 3 or 4 copies of it, right? You know, you need to be able to see where there's money right in your home. There's money sitting there right in your home. Back to Amazon I go. Exactly, right? Right back on Amazon. You could go on eBay and sell. You can go on Amazon and sell. I share my own personal alternatives because there are way more sites that you can go to sell your electronic goods and your kids' toys and your clothes and all that stuff. So I've got a list, my own personal list, and I'll share that with you when you register for backtobusiness.me. One of the trainings, training 17 on how to monetize now, that webinar, we talk more about that. But my point being here, at the end of the day, you've got possibilities, you've got options, okay? So we talked about returns and reusing that, okay? Here is one of my other personal favorites, okay? During the weekend, we go out with our families and we buy what we need, we buy our groceries, we also do our online shopping, right? We take care of the things that we need to get, right? So one of the things that you could consider doing is, if you're going to be online shopping this weekend, be strategic about it so that you can get some of that money back. What I'm talking about is the platform that I use, Ebates, E-B-A-T-E-S. Ebates is a rebates program. So literally when I go on Amazon or eBay or Target or any of the stores that I shop on online, before I go to the store, I log into my Ebates account, and then I get 2%, 5%, 10% cash back when they do double cash back. And then I get checks in the mail for those rebates. Yes. Okay, good. So if you'd like to sign up to Ebates, if you've never signed up for them before, you can certainly do so through me by going to Ebates, E-B-A-T-E-S, ebates.sistersense.com. I personally love them. And if you're going to be buying stuff on the weekend anyway, online, you might as well get some of that back. Right? So being strategic, I talked about, you know, the receipts, returns, repurposing, looking at your local consignment stores and your local thrift stores. And if you're going to shop online, be smart about it. Using a program like Ebates, very smart. Even when I order on Avon for customers, I use Ebates. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you could order through Ebates on Amazon. That is awesome. So listen, you guys, These are some smart strategies that I want you to take to heart because, again, as entrepreneurs, you want to keep the money that you make and you want to get back some of the money that you spend, right? So those are certainly some things that you can do, okay? Those of you who are in my Facebook group, Facebook.sistersense.com. It's my private Facebook community. You can go there, you can join. We can certainly have this conversation even more because I know that you guys are dropping in some of your own personal recommendations, which is awesome. And I want us to have that conversation as well and keep it on. I appreciate you as always. Thank you, sweetie. So in our Facebook group, Facebook.sistersense.com, I'm going to drop some more knowledge there. I'm dropping other rebate forums. There are just so many amazing platforms, and you've got to be smart about having your own personal list. Again, I'll share my personal list with you inside of the masterclass as part of the Back to Business.me virtual series for women entrepreneurs. And as we go through that, I want you to start building your own arsenal so that you can be generating extra money, right? Me personally, I like getting checks, an extra $200, an extra $300 in the mail. You can use that for groceries. You can save it for your vacation in the summertime, right? You can do whatever you want to do with it or even invest it into your business. Now, a side note, as I think I had mentioned to you all, one of the ladies in my circle said, LaShanda, I was looking for a way to register for Back to Business, and I appreciate you because you've got all of these amazing variations. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but now there's a way for you to register and just get live only. If you just want to participate in and absorb and talk to the speakers live, you can do so. And if you go to sistersense.com/B27 between now and tomorrow, because that ends tomorrow, sistersense.com/B27, you have an opportunity to get half off of live only registration. All the details are there for those of you who have not registered yet, okay? So for everybody, I want there to be a way for you to do what you need to do. And in addition to creating these variations, I want you to be able to have smart strategies so you can bring in the extra money you need. Hey, Resume Workshop. Hello, Tracy. Welcome, welcome. So you can bring in extra money that you need. Thank you again for that. I was able to register that way. Awesome. So one of the lovely ladies here, Ayoko, was able to register via the sistersense.com/B27. Quite a few ladies registered and reached out to me and said, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You see one of the ladies here. At the end of the day, I tell you guys exactly full disclosure what happens because real talk, amazing connections and opportunities are created in my power circle every day. And I want to be able to share that with you. So thank you, sweetie, for being a part of it. I'm so excited that you're able to join us for Back to Business on Thursday. It's going to be off the chain. I'm looking for it. I got to get myself together. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a good. So, okay, let's go back into it. So far, I think I've shared with you guys maybe about 3 or 4 things that you can do. And I'll certainly talk more about other resources that you can use to get paid to shop. Ebates is one of several of them, but it's a really great web app and also a tool so that when you are shopping online, thank you, sweetie. Thank you for sharing this out with your followers. I appreciate you. When you are sharing your content online, you can get revenue back. I am from Birmingham, England. Oh, awesome. My sister's in England. She lives in Leeds. I've got lots of family in England. So welcome. So let's talk about one of the other things that you can do. Because I said, you can look at this from a perspective of you cleaning up, taking the stuff that you don't need and cashing in, right? That's one way. The other thing that you can do is to collect content that other people have cleaned out, right? So whether you go to yard sales or consignments or can you see hearts? I can. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for the hearts. Look at. Somebody's like, can you see the hearts? I thank you. Mwah, thank you. Whether you do those things, what you can also do outside of selling your stuff is buy other used content and then you go and sell it. Especially during the holiday season, funds are tight for folks and they're looking to get stuff. They're looking to get bags and they're looking to get toys and they're looking to get clothes. to get stuff for their friends and for their loved ones, but they don't have the funds to get the new stuff. So they're going on eBay and they're going on Amazon and they're scouring for content. One of the entrepreneurial women in my circle, she actually did a few videos on Facebook, and she was showing how she was going to different department stores. She was getting clearance. She was getting stuff that was like the prices were slashed. She's like, every year, me and my kids, our entrepreneurial project, right, is to go on. It's a struggle, but it's never a crime. Their entrepreneurial project is to go and get all this stuff, right, and then go and sell it on Amazon, okay? So that's something that you can do as well. In addition to cashing in on what you've already got in your home, you can strategically, during the weekends, go to those thrift stores, consignment stores, go to those yard sales, get things that are at ridiculously low prices, and then you resell them for a profit on platforms like eBay and Amazon, okay? So those are some of the smart strategies that I wanted to share with you guys today. And again, my personal list of alternatives to searching local, the website that you can go to sell your gadgets, your games, and other things outside of eBay, I will definitely share that with you. Your system knows about me. Am I identifying with you? That's good. That's good. I want to make sure that these things are connecting with you. But those are some strategies that you can think about. Here's where we're going to wrap up for today, okay? My wrap-up activity for you today is this. Number one, Google what's local to you, okay? Google the local consignment thrift stores where you can buy and sell used goods. Find out what's local to you. That's number one. Use the keywords, consignment, put in your city, your town, used, gently used, that'll work, okay? That's number one. Number two, I want you to brainstorm for yourself, right? Before you even go into the closet, brainstorm for yourself, or even go in your pocketbook, pull out them receipts. What do you have that you don't need? Either you impulse bought it and you can return it so you can reuse that money and invest back into you or your business, or it's stuff that it's been sitting there for a while and then you're like, you know what, it's time to go. It's time to sell it. So brainstorming yourself those things that you can return, brainstorming those things that you can resell. And then here are the final two REs, okay? Number one, things that you can reuse. And number two, things that you can regift. Yes, sir. Hello. Things that you can either reuse or things that you can regift. Now, while those two won't necessarily bring extra money into you, they will help you save the money that you have. So you can find smart ways to reuse what you have, or you can regift it so you're not spending more money, right? Yes, you've got to save those dollars. Download the YouTube app to hear me DJ live. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So thank you, because that actually reminds me, as I mentioned before, for those of you who are interested in continuing this conversation, if you're not already a part of my Facebook group, facebook.sistersense.com, I will initiate that conversation there as well so that you can, amongst each other, share some of your smart ways to generate extra money or new money into your business and back into your home. Of course, don't forget, you can go to backtobusiness.me, the place to be, to register for my virtual conference that's happening in 6 days from now. It's counting down to the sequence. So this is day 17 of Monetize now, and 6 days left until the live virtual event happens. Don't forget, you can also check me out on Sister Sense as well. I've got a whole lot of stuff going on, right? I've got like 15 plus websites for you at the end of the day. But backtobusiness.me is the brainchild inspiration behind this 21 days to monetize online, so I can share strategies that you can use. So make the most of your weekend, whether you're rocking out creating new projects or you are working on smart ways to bring extra money into your home. Whatever you need to do to build the best for you and your family, that's the key. All right, so have a great day. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. But thank you for joining me. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you right back here on First Go real soon tomorrow, Monetization Strategy 18. Mwah.